Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining me here. Today is the 15th of September of 2021. Welcome to the Matrix. Welcome to the theatrical play. Welcome to the deception. Welcome to the confusion. Okay, we don't know what to believe anymore. We don't know if the person in front of us is telling us the truth. I'm going to say Mayday, Mayday. Listen to your intuition. There is so much false information and so much confusion out there. Neptune is very, very strong in its home sign of Pisces. And as the sun is transiting through Virgo, the dream, the acting is still at play, very largely. Wow. Matrix. What a world. What a world we live in, everyone. Now the moon is transiting through Capricorn, and Capricorn is Saturn ruled, so we need to be strong, we need to be hardworking, we need to emotionally take charge, okay? We need to take charge of our own lives and do what is best, do what is possible, as there are limitations. Emotionally, we are growing. We're growing, we're learning through mistakes. I feel that it's very, very important that we trust our intuition. That is what I'm going to be yelling out to you today. And just, come from a place of heart. Can be very frustrating. Mars has now ingressed into Venus. So the frustration will be amongst people, relationships. We'll need to be doing our work. We need to become warriors to see what is true, what is not, what is fair and what is not. Let's see what the message is. Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, right on. So where balance is concerned, where emotional, healthy lives, where they've been in balance in the past, there's been an ending. There is a restart, there is an ending and a new beginning, but it asks for work. Relationships need a lot of work. There's been a lot of deception, a lot of backstabbing, a lot of lies, a lot of untruths. This could be related, as I see the Four of Wands, I see it as a home. Okay, so where there was one celebration, there was stability, there was security. That's been put at risk because it has to do with our perception. Our perception is very clouded right now. We can't see clearly. That's why we're stuck. Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is saying we still need to keep on working. Virgo will still show us many more things coming up around the corner. Look at the deception. There's the moon in reverse. So what this full moon, I would say, coming into being very soon in Pisces, we're coming up to the moon taking light from the sun. So this could also speak to a lot of revelations, a lot of deception coming up to the surface. A lot. Some of us haven't been trusting our intuition. We haven't been trusting it and listening to it. Heartbreak. Disappointments. Conflict amongst family members, amongst groups of people, amongst people that work together or they don't work well together. Changes need to happen here. And we need to axe, sever, and speak truths, even though it can be quite cutting. Okay, we're all in need of healing. Healing emotionally, physically, psychologically. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. And this could also speak to a family feud, right? Disappointments and disagreements amongst family members. What is the truth and what is not? Whatever is unhealthy in our lives, we need to get rid of it. We need to cut it away. And we need to stand in our truth and not hide behind our truth. This is a time of clearing. We've got the Fool card here. The Fool card trusts. The Fool knows that Spirit has his back and there's a new cycle beginning. Justice, we're coming into balance, harmony. Justice can speak to legalities. It can also speak to relationships. And we've got the World card. So Saturn is here, of course. We've got all the 4 fixed energies where there's been blockages. We've got the ability to succeed. The Fool starts his journey and he finishes quickly. He's looking for balance. The journey he's taken, it does show Uranus here, the journey he's taken and he's trusted that Spirit has his back and that there will be justice. Where there hasn't been any justice or any balance, harmony or truth, there will be an ending here. So someone started on a journey, they took a risk. They took a risk and they've found themselves wound up in a difficult situation. The Justice card, though, it is very karmic, and it's the portal, right? It's number 11. This is a big risk here that's been taken. And we're dealing with karma, we're dealing with legalities here. Justice does speak to relationships as well, where someone feels as though they've been taken as the Fool, because the Fool, remember, he takes a risk, but he knows Spirit has his back, but it's a journey. Now, this could also be a physical journey. It doesn't have to be only a metaphorical journey. The World card does speak to successfully ending something, even though it's difficult. Breaking through the limitations and succeeding. Truth. Through our truth, through new beginnings here. The sword can cut any cycle that we've been in as well, where there's been disharmony and a lack of fairness, a lack of equal giving and receiving. What is this heartbreak about? We've got the Hermit. So someone's come up with some information. Could relate to healing, to medicine. The Hermit is Virgo. We do speak about Virgo being very pure, very much about looking at the details. Someone's in their cave doing their homework here, trying to heal a broken heart, a disappointment. We've got the Queen of Cups, so it does relate to emotional matters, a love situation as well. Yeah, it does relate to a stealth, a sneakiness, lies and deception. Someone hasn't been very truthful about having their heart broken or what is really in their heart. I can say here, the Queen of Cups, remember, she's very intuitive. It's Scorpio energies, but we've got Virgo here. We could say Virgo Pisces, if it's happening for you in your life now or just recently. And there's been a crisis or a decision that needed to be made. Someone's trying to get away from something that's been hidden. They're hiding the dramas in their lives. They're not being open about it. Someone is receiving their karma. And when I say their karma, their justice, whether it's karma or dharma, we've got Aries Libra here. And Aries Libra, remember Chiron is transiting through Aries, and Mars rules Aries, and Mars is now in Libra. This is absolutely wonderful to see that as Mars is transiting through Libra, there will be an ending where there's been injustices. Someone's going through some sort of a crisis here. They're trying to find a smart way about either trying to heal this heartbreak or searching for answers where there's been a disappointment. Looking for the answers, that's the Hermit. We have the Star card, which can speak to social media, a conversation, friendships, a wish fulfillment that's at a physical distance, timely distance. Aquarius is all about intelligence, right? And using this Ace of Swords and standing in our truth, we've got the ability to break free from any deception, any lies, any disappointments, or any information that was hidden from us. The news could be difficult, could be hard, but there's an intelligent way to have a second chance. We're looking for a way to succeed. Okay, needing to do the work, as I said before. And we've got the Hierophant here. So the lies and deception and that could have also been concerning someone's commitments or a marriage or what it is that they believe in. We've got Taurus and Aquarius, which Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. And Uranus is transiting Taurus. So someone's taking off the blinders here and not going by traditions. Okay, there's conflict in their beliefs. They're starting to see the world or life through different eyes, through a higher perspective. Remember that the Hierophant can be quite limiting, but he's also very traditional. And he's a number 5. And 5s always speak to change. So what's going on? What's going on the 15th of September 2021, or whenever you receive this message? The message is important for you. Strong Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. We've got the Child, and we had the Moon beneath, remember? So Pisces, Cancer. The Child is a number 18, which is the number of the Moon. The Child is usually a very happy card. It's a pleasant energy. It's either starting something new or there are secrets connected to a childbirth or something new. We've got the Thief, and the Thief shows up very often, very, very often in my readings. The Thief is a 24, it equals a 6. So this is also a 9, so we've got a 9 and a 6. 9 is the Hermit, 6 is the Lovers. So someone's been quite sneaky. The Thief and the 7 of Swords. Right? And we've got the House here, which is a number 20, just like the Judgment card. Now, the House does speak to very much to the Hierophant, because the house is an institution. It could be a business, could be a home, it could be someone's heritage, where they come from. It can speak to any government agencies, anything concerning law. Now, the House does not speak to a home. It speaks to the house. So it can speak to someone's security. It can speak to someone's foundation. someone's commitments, obligations, work, something that someone's working on. And there's been theft here. There's been secrecy concerning either a child or something new. So we've got a 9, a 6, and a 2. 9, 6, and 2, that's 17. So it speaks to Aquarius. What's this house about, please, Spirit? What's the house about? And if you can see, which you can't really see it, so I'm going to show you the card up close. Look at the moon here. It looks like an eclipse. It looks like it's got a lot to do with the moon energies, and the moon does speak to deception, can speak to a mother, it can speak to someone's home, someone's heritage, and matters to do with the past. Remember, Mercury transiting through Libra as well. Mercury is moving through its shadow phase. It's getting ready to retrograde. So let's see what this house is, which is a 2 in actual fact. It does speak to, again, justice. We've got the wealthy man, number 13, so Scorpio. The wealthy man, this does speak to someone who is wealthy, someone who maybe has their own business. There's been a theft here, or this could also speak to the wealthy man having been quite deceptive as well. Let's take another card on this wealthy man. And the wealthy man is a number 4. 4 speaks to the house of Cancer, or matters to do with their home or their mother. Again, their heritage. He does look like a noble man. He's got a top hat. So he does come from a particular society. Someone who's got a name for themselves. And what's interesting here that I never really have noticed is the clock in front of him, which does speak to timing. Timing is Saturn, right? It's Chronos. So truths will be revealed. Something new is coming through concerning either someone who's been quite the thief, or they've had a thief around them. Someone's been stealing from them. Wow. And we have a message, and we have the mature man. Can be the same man, can be two different men here. So the mature man does speak to, it speaks to someone who's been either through lessons. The mature man could also be a father figure. But there's a message here. 7 and 5. 5 is the Hierophant, and this can speak to someone's traditions or concerning the way things have been done in the past. Or someone's gone through lessons here, as we could see, and now they're showing up as a mature man. The mature man could also be a boss to this wealthy man. These could also be partners, I suppose. I want to take one more card on that mature man. So we've got a 7 and a 5. 7 is the Chariot and 5 is the Hierophant. So we've got occupation. Yes, this could be someone that this wealthy man deals with in their work or regarding any occupation. We've got another 7, and the occupation card could speak to hard work. Someone's been put through the ringer here. Someone's need, or could also be saying that this wealthy man has been holding secrets concerning, as I said before, a child or something new. Happiness that turned into something unfortunate that cost them emotionally, financially. The message to me can also speak to legalities. So we do have the Justice card, and we've got the Wealthy Man, which is a younger figure, Scorpio, very strong, and the Mature Man, which could be an opponent. And this could relate to business matters. They could be in between them. What sits in between them could be traditions and legalities or divorce. I mean, the message shows an envelope. So it could speak to contracts, paperwork, litigation, right? We've got the Justice card here. What I see is very, very positive, whatever the nuances are or the difficulties here. We end with a 7, which speaks of, again, the Chariot, movement, overcoming obstacles. But also here we've got the Ace of Swords, and here we've got the World card, which speaks to an ending, a successful ending to a difficult chapter. Let's take the Lenormand. 9 and 6 is 15, and 2 is 17, and 4 is 21, 28, 32, and 7 is 39, which equals a 12. And again, the 12 is the Hanging Man, yes, but 12 can break down to a 3, which is the Empress. Now, the Mature Man is very similar to the Emperor. The Wealthy Man could be very similar to, well, the King of Pentacles, obviously. Wealth speaks to pentacles. Now, it doesn't have to speak of only money matters. That's where it's pointing to. But the Wealthy Man could also be someone who's just very wealthy, emotionally very, very giving, or not. Someone holding back, being stingy on their emotions or on their truth. We have the Whip, which is a number 11. Again, conflicts. 5 of Wands, the Whip, and Justice, very similar cards. We have a 21, which is also the World card. And we've got a 12. We've got a 21 and a 12. Interesting. 11, 12, and 21. Now the birds, again, nervousness, anxiety, could also speak to excitement, a sense of freedom or news coming through, bringing some form of excitement or news. We could see the birds here, they're building their nest. This can also speak to transition after hardships, blockages with a mountain. We could be talking about someone that lives in a mountainous area, okay, and they've got a lot of business that they're dealing with, a lot of legalities concerning a home as well. If this is a home and a child, a mother and a child. But the thing is that the Mature Man, the number 5, could also speak to some form of support that comes in for some of you in relation to this Wealthy Man, some form of support through someone who's in a position of power, someone who's quite wealthy themselves or very knowledgeable. This could also be someone who's very spiritually inclined, a teacher, and the occupation speaks to work needs to be done. But, you know, this card of occupation does speak to special abilities or a certain distinctive line of work, a technique, something quite what's the word I'm looking for? Particular. Now, the birds here, yes, they do speak to 12. 12 is the Pisces card, ending a major. We've got 2 cards, 2 similar cards. 21, of course, is the World card, but this does speak to hard work. There's, walking through that portal, wanting to enter portal 1212 does bring a sense of excitement, but we need to shed something, move away from something, and that could also speak to world travel. Could be a physical distance where someone's transitioning, hopefully emotionally, maybe even physically, and they're surrendering to that, knowing that they have to go elsewhere, transition. Remember the birds. This is Aquarius. This is Uranus in Aquarius. Now, it can speak to anxiety. It can also speak to gossip, but that won't be, this is only temporary, right? Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the Ace, the Rider, Mercury in Gemini. Soon there's news coming through, new passion, messages, speedy news coming through, and activity and energy. We're being energized. Mars through Libra is bringing in the energy. Remember that Mars has entered the house of Venus. So it's like, and Venus is in the house of Mars, in the house of Scorpio. Now, Venus in Scorpio is not easy, everyone. It's not going to be easy. There'll be a lot of breakups. Okay? There's a lot of fears, a lot of mysticism and secrecy and deception. That's what Scorpio is. But that's where the transformation will be happening, speedily. It's as though we're clearing the slate. We're clearing our lives. And emotionally, and not only emotionally, but physically, moving to a new beginning. We've got the, remember we've got the full card here. So we go from the 0 to the 11 and then to the 21. But there's something, I mean, number 21 for me, which is the World card, and the Mountain here, which again is the number of the Empress, number 3. Number 21 is 12 in the reverse. And 12 says surrender and just let it happen, right? But 21 says that we need to break through from the limitations, because it's maybe the limitations are all about time. It could be about concerning timing as well. Chronos, Saturn. Remember, with all the retrograde planets, it's as though, you know, we're sitting on a horse facing its backside, right? Going back towards the past, because there's things that we're needing to clear, things that are needing to be spoken about, communicated. As there has been injustices, there's been miscommunication, deception, just a lot. The key is here in the news coming through. The key is movement, taking action, and trusting that Spirit has our back to take that leap of faith into this new journey where there's been injustices. They need to be taken care of. Remember that Saturn asks for integrity, and wherever there's no integrity, there will be blockages. Let's take today's message from the Energy Oracle. Not the energy, the wisdom of the Oracle, sorry. Wow, okay. We've got Yan. Yan is the number 1 card in this deck again, but it's in the reverse, which speaks to no action being taken, or the action that needs to be taken has been prolonged or blocked. And we've got why. And the book, we've got a book that falls from the sky. This is messages coming through from Spirit. Remember, the book can speak to deception as well, secrecy, but it's in the reverse. So we're waiting on the answers. We're waiting on action to be taken here. We've got a 31, which is a number 4, and a 1. Again, 4 and 1 is 5. 5 speaks to the Hierophant and to changes. And I do feel that where someone hasn't been taking action, they're preparing to do so. And we will be receiving our answers to why. Why has this happened and why has that happened? All right, everyone. Today is the Twin Flame Soulmate reading, so look out for that. Those of you that are interested in joining Patreon, we'll be doing much more astrology in Patreon. We'll be looking closely at natal birth charts. I did do an analysis a brief analysis on Patreon on my chart. It's an example. I've used my chart as an example. And I've explained how things work and why, where are the planets, where are they placed, whether they're in a strong position or not. This is what we do on Patreon. This is what I offer on my website as well, for those of you that are interested in learning about your natal chart and how it's affecting your life in this incarnation. I'm also open to ideas concerning tarot. For those of you that are tarot lovers, and again, the ideas and the astrology and everything it is that is offered to you through Patreon is in respect to us building this spiritual community and sharing ideas, sharing knowledge, and learning through sample charts. That's what we'll be doing. So if you're not on Patreon, think about it. It's really worth it. And there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to share. Thank you so much in advance for even thinking of checking it out. The link will be beneath the video, as it is always. I want to thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I will catch up with you later on today again. The Patreon 3 readings, tarot readings giveaway competition will be done at some point today as well, so look out for that. And I'd love to hear your comments on what Patreon is for you and if you're happy with it, so that others could find out about it as well through your experience. Thank you so much, everyone. I will talk to you later. Ta-da.